Carter Hydro Dam has welcomed us with a bountiful supply of mostly useless loot, but there may be a hatchet here for us yet. 25 days, 7 hours, 16 minutes remain. Hello, Legion. This is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more of The Long Dark. In our Against All Challenges meta-series, we are taking on the Whiteout Challenge. We are still fairly encumbered here, so before I go downstairs, as I mentioned at the end of the last episode, let's take a moment. I'm going to grab that Fire Striker because it might be better condition than the one I have. I've already searched these lockers. Let's take just a moment to dump some of the things that we absolutely don't need, which the list might not be very long, but we'll try. I don't need the cattail heads, because that's tinder. We can get rid of those. We can get rid of most of the accelerant here. We can get rid of all of this newspaper. I don't know why I even picked it up, to be honest. We can drop the lower condition of the two Fire Strikers that I'm carrying. Keep the medical stuff for now. We can drop one of those pairs of pants. And I have a number of items on me which I could potentially use for cloth, so this would be a good moment to take a... Yeah, we need 10 bandages altogether. Let's see if I can just go ahead and make those. Alright, so I have 2 cloth. So I need basically to scavenge, or to harvest, 3 more pieces of cloth. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's make our bandages and be done with it. We might still have to get rid of some additional clothing, but I would at least like to have this done so that when I see a clothing item, I can say to myself with confidence, I don't need that thing. You know? So we're going to go ahead and plow through these. Mark's stomach is going to growl at us. Okay. Yes, that was me making sure I didn't just absent-mindedly harvest anything that I shouldn't have harvested. But let's now make... Alright, so I could technically make 12. It would take an hour to do this. Let me go ahead and, so I don't lose any condition, I'm just going to go ahead and eat these 2 lower condition cans of Pinnacle Peaches. It's good to get rid of the weight as well. There's that. So, let's make the bandages, absolutely. So we can be done with it. Begin crafting. So that is now every bandage we will need. We can still make more. We have plenty of clothing waiting for us back at the Quonset, but let's go ahead and empty out as much as we can. Because most of the things that I'm carrying right now, I can do without. I don't need this many flares. That's a couple pounds right there. I don't need this many recycled cans. I don't need that broken sewing kit. It's completely unnecessary. I don't need that scrap metal. I don't need the cured gut. I know it's weird. Do I need anything cured at all? No. So it's pretty nice that we found an extra lantern. And truth be told, I'm probably going to hold on to both lanterns that I have at the moment if I can, because I would like, if I drop off my lantern, I would like to still have one in my inventory. That makes the most sense to me at the moment. Okay, now I have more stuff I want to drop right now, but I don't want to drop it here, because this stuff I'm just getting rid of. What I'll now do is we're going to go to the very front here, by the door, and just have a little stash of things to grab. And this is the stash that will come for when we are leaving permanently. All right, so how much fuel is in each of these? All right, I will drop one of the lanterns for now. I can even drop the lantern fuel. I just need to remember to grab this stuff when I leave. That's the key thing. Because otherwise I'll have to come back for it. Obviously. Alright, let's drop about roughly 2/3 of the water I'm carrying. So now we're fine on encumbrance. can also drop all of that reclaimed wood. For now, we'll come back for it. Just makes sense to drop off some of these things. And we can drop these clothing items. That's the thing now. I no longer need to worry about picking up clothes. So, actually, let's see if I can get those. No, there we go. Yeah, I would rather just put these literally in the trash. Because I no longer need to worry about picking up clothes. And we're not going to. So, there's that. Anything else at all? At all. I actually have 18 bandages altogether now, which is nice. Oh, I've got that wood too. Let's absolutely drop that. Okay, and now we will go down into the remainder of the dam and hopefully find what we need. Main item on the list is still a hatchet, which I've been talking about ad nauseum for the last, I don't know, feels like the entire challenge, to be honest. That's the main thing. And once we find the hatchet, I mean, there's the rifle cartridges, which, how many do we have right now? I feel like we probably have that taken care of. I've got 6 on me. And then there are some inside the rifle that I can unload. So if I don't fire any, I'm good on rifle cartridges. I'm good on the rifle. Good on bandages. Softwood and hardwood, maybe we'll take some extra effort, but it's the hatchet. It's the hatchet. Like, when I find the hatchet, I can turn around and go back and finish the rest of the challenge kind of as soon as I'm able to. Gather all these various things. That will literally be it. Okay, so... Oh, hello. Finger slipped to the wrong key there. Alright. Let me break this down real quick. I hate that it's going to take an hour and 30 minutes. But there is the possibility that there can sometimes be stuff back here. Not this time, though. Okay, I don't...
That would drink almost anything about now.
I know, that's why we're going to drink sodas. Plow through a couple of these and we'll be fine. That's dusty pork and beans. No, don't worry about that right now. Let's just drink sodas. Where does the can go? That's the question. That is the question. We get to keep all of the cans for the canned food, but the soda cans just disappear into vapor. Why? More at 11. Alright, so was kind of hoping for a hatchet here, and there's not one. So, feels like maybe the possibility of a hatchet in Carter Hydro is starting to dwindle. But I still believe. I still believe in a thing called love. Now it's in your head. Now it's in your head. Shared an awesome video about that song on the community tab about a week or two back, I would say, from when you're watching this. Maybe 2 weeks back, roughly. If you missed it, check it out. Okay, let's finish searching this side first before we hop across. Nothing here, which is not surprising. That looks like... Oh no, those are just pants. Okay. Those are just pants. Lovely. For a second I thought it was wood, but it's not. It is not wood. So let's cross to the other side of the dam. And this is one location where there's always been a slight possibility of finding some wood. Okay, I see another MRE. Holy crap. Dog food. Okay, so we're fine on food. Just like I said. Yeah, see, here's a couple of pieces of already chopped wood, which I will grab because you never know. Those could be some of the pieces that end up fulfilling the requirements of the challenge. Amazingly, we're still not encumbered because we were just careful to drop some of the heaviest stuff we were carrying. So I'm just going to climb down and then step down into the lower half of the dam. This is one of the next locations where I'm optimistic. All right, so we do have broken arrows in the door. Another storm lantern. Oh my god. Another marine flare. I'll take the marine flare just because blue flare, you know? Variety. Variety. It's interesting. They're not all red anymore. Some are blue. It's interesting. It's fun. It's captivating. Okay. Nothing there. I don't think I checked the microwave. All right, nothing in the microwave. And let us keep moving. Nothing here. It's very unlikely we're going to find the hatchet in a container. I'm still checking all the containers. I'm not making an excuse for not checking any containers, but it's most likely that the hatchet itself will be on a surface somewhere, as opposed to in a container. So just to be clear, like where I'm most optimistic, it's on top of surfaces. Yeah, see, here's a hunting knife. I actually think that's my first hunting knife. Yep, that is. So we finally have a hunting knife. That's handy. You get jumped by a wolf. A little bit. Whoa! Whoa, how long has this been here? I didn't know this existed. What the heck? What the heck? Now, granted, it's sealed off. You wouldn't want to just walk across these wires in the middle of an aurora, but that's cool. It's probably been there forever since they redid the dam, and I just either forgot about it or never noticed it. But that's kind of cool. Because this area of the dam absolutely gets dicey during an aurora, and you don't want to run into that situation if you can help it. So just having additional routes makes it more fascinating, I suppose. I don't need to worry about cloth anymore. That's a cool feeling.
Where's the good stuff?
Mark, if you use that line one more time, we are going with Jennifer for the next challenge. Mark my words. It's going to happen. I was kind of open-minded to letting you have one more in a row, because Jennifer's such a favorite, but you're asking that one line a lot, Mark. You're asking that, you're saying that one thing quite a good bit.
I can use this.
Alright, I technically didn't need to pick up that cloth, but I might be able to use a little bit of cloth to repair. There's another flare. To repair some of the stuff that I have, so maybe.
I need to drop something.
Yeah, you do, but we're not going to just yet. Settle down. Settle down, Mark. Alright, almost done with the dam. We're going to step up here, have a few more places to search. There's a plaid shirt, which implies lumberjack. I am therefore slightly more excited. I'm kidding, there's no connection, but one can dream. Locked locker, slightly increased chance of finding a hatchet in something like this.
Use this.
Fishing tackle, don't need the wool scarf. There's quality tools. I don't think I need quality tools, to be honest. Not in this playthrough. More fishing tackle. Okay, so if for any reason we don't have enough lantern fuel by the time we get back to the Quonset. Never mind. Never mind. It's fine. Forget what I was about to say. It's no longer relevant. whatsoever, we're fine. Holy crap. I guess I can't make too many jokes because we are now in Mystery Lake, and I was joking about how Coastal Highway was just handing me all this stuff. But now we're at least, we had to go to a different zone to get the game to just give us goodies. But this is still truly ridiculous in some respects. All these storm lanterns. Okay. This is the last spot in the dam. There's a bandage that we might find a hatchet. I have no recollection on prior runs of ever finding a hatchet in this room. Again, with the changes that have been made, you just don't know what's possible. So I am open to the possibility that there is, in fact, a hatchet in here to be unearthed. Hey, a single rose hip. Hey, look, you guys. If you get it, you get it, okay? I'm gonna leave it there. But wow. Wow. Just read the comments from, I think, the first and second episode of this particular series. Not the meta series, but Whiteout specifically, if you would like to understand a little bit more why I'm giggling so much. That's funny. That is funny. It's a little coinky-dink. Alright, so that is it for the dam. No hatchet. Again, not hugely surprised. There's not typically a hatchet here, but I was hopeful. It's a very loot-dense location, and there could have been one, you know? There's lots of stuff laying around. You truly never know. There's some cloth. I'll grab that. You truly never know. Alright. So we're getting pretty tired already on account of walking around with all this extra stuff. I could make some coffee. That would be one way to recover a little bit of energy and continue searching Mystery Lake, and truth be told, I probably will do that. I can make a couple of cups of coffee, recover a bit of energy, and use that to at least get to the next loot location. A loot location that is increasingly promising as a location where there could be a hatchet, which is kind of why I want to drink some coffee and get there. I could also not worry about the coffee, because we're not actually tired yet. I'm just trying to be thorough. So, yeah, you know what? I'm not even going to worry about the coffee. We're just going to go back up to the top level of the dam. We're going to drop off as much as we can by the door with the rest of the stuff that we've already left there. Yeah. Should be fine. What could possibly go wrong? Alright. And there's not a hatchet that I overlooked when I came down here first time. Alright, cool. Cool. We're done. So, not a super productive visit to the dam, but I don't regret my life decisions. This was the right move to make. I'm still very confident that the hatchet will be discoverable somewhere in this zone. Or at least that there's a high likelihood of it. I'm at least very confident in that. We will just have to see. All right. And here we are. Let me pick up that storm lantern again because it's possible the one I've just picked up is the one I'm going to end up dropping. Oh yeah, that's right. I have several more. Okay, let's drop the one. We'll drop those 3, I suppose. Holy crap. So much stuff. Okay, I don't need all of this revolver ammo. I'm actually going to... There's some things I'm probably just going to throw away. Because revolver ammo at this point is just extra weight. I will drop everything else here, because there's the possibility I might be able to carry some of it back. We don't need the flares. We just don't. Oh, I do not recall picking up those gloves, but we did search a lot of containers, so let's make sure we drop those. Yeah, I've got that cowl, which is not needed, and that. Okay. More bandages than I know what to do with. Drop all those. And drop that wood. And certainly drop the newspaper. Honestly, that should have been thrown away, but it's okay. You can also drop the MREs. Let's drop those, because we don't need to lug those around with us. I've got plenty of food with me. I don't need to lug the tea around either. Not that it's a huge amount of weight. I've also got a couple of stones on me that we can drop. Those are not needed at all. Drop one of the cleaning kits, one of the whetstones, and one of the sewing kits. There, I dropped the low condition sewing kit. That was just for you. That was just for you. Just for you. Okay. And back out we go. So now that we are below our limit, even if we start to get tired, we can still move at a reasonable rate. There is the possibility that we will run into the wolf now. And you'll recall that this is one of the days that we are due to have an actual storm. Small storm, but an actual storm nonetheless. So, all right, there could be either a wolf this direction or that direction. Don't see one either way, which actually increases the likelihood. Hang on, I'm checking for a... There are chopped down trees here, so I'm looking for a hatchet. Amidst some of these stumps, there's a possibility, and I don't want to completely discount that. Because if the hatchet is here, then we don't have to go as far. Okay, not seeing one. Wanted to check. Yeah, not seeing one. So as I was about to say, there's a possibility there's a wolf down this direction. So what I'm going to do is kind of give the river a wide berth. I don't think I'm going to pick cattails. I just don't have to at this point. It's not necessary. I have enough. I have enough, period. So I'm just going to make a beeline straight across here. There is a train car that we can peek into, and then we can go into a literal logging camp where I am quite optimistic we're going to find what we're looking for, and then I can just turn back around and head for the Quonset. Hi, demons. Don't mind me. Alright, so I think it's... I believe if I want to get to said train car that I can investigate, I need to step up that direction, but I'm going to go this way just because I think it's more likely if there's a wolf near the train tracks that we would encounter them there. I mean, who's to say? The wolves have pretty long routes, but my instincts are telling me go right first just to give room to whatever wildlife might be in the area, so that's what I'm doing. Yeah, see, this is the crossing, and the train car is over here. So my memory was correct. Also, my instincts about the wolves was apparently correct, because I can hear them over here in this direction. And there's one literally right there. Yep, correct instincts. All right, well, I'm not going to worry about the train car right now, then. Because I think the wolf is going right toward it. There's another... Oh, there's three. Yeah. Yeah. Correct instincts. Let's just go to the logging area for now. There are also wolves in this direction. But the logging camp is where I'm most optimistic about finding the hatchet, so we can double back to the train car as we're leaving the zone, or as we're kind of going back through this area, if needed. But this is the main route I wanted to be on anyway. So I do need to keep my head on the swivel because there could be wolves blending in with these trees on either side. That's a stump. A little bit of pop in there. The sign was popping in and out. Okay, now let me step over here because it's far less likely that there will be a wolf between us and the logging camp. And then, of course, the forestry lookout is right up there. Not too far at all. So that's another location I want to check for the hatchet. And I think there's a pretty good chance there will be one there. So there's a number of locations within a fairly close radius. I mean, it's Mystery Lake. It's not a big zone. I mean, it's not small either, but it feels small because it's the most familiar. Can anyone else relate? It is a small zone, but it's not super small. To the extent it feels super small, I think it's just because we know the thing so well. It's the map we've played the most, if we've been here since the beginning. Alright, so there's some firewood. There's a plastic container. No hatchet yet. But we have 3, not 1, not 2, but 3 huts to explore. Let's check these out real quick. Don't need a flare. I'm really going to start just leaving some stuff behind at this point.
What have we here?
Don't need antibiotics. Might need the reclaimed wood. Might need the dog food. Two more pieces of reclaimed wood. So I would go ahead and venture a guess that our reclaimed wood requirement has been met. I don't have the exact count in my head for how many we have. I could have been keeping notes. I could have literally noted it down, but that would have taken a lot of time just for the one item. But I feel like I've picked up enough that by the time I head back in the direction of the Quonset, we'll have what I need. So yay. Tired, Mark? Did he just say the line again? He said the line again, didn't he? I feel like he said, "Where's the good stuff?" in there just now, and I was focusing on what I was saying, and I might have missed it. Okay, I didn't hear it. If he said it, nobody tell me. Let's not get Mark in trouble. Nobody tattle. But if I hear him say that line again, we're going with Jennifer for the next challenge. That's just happening. You just can't. All right, so there's a heavy hammer. That's not what I needed, though. We don't need the heavy hammer. We need the hatchet. So it could be that the game is going to force us to make one. All right, so as usual, just going counterclockwise around these. Okay. Not seeing it in here. It's still possibly here. I don't want to
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
leap to conclusions. We've skipped by several flashlights at this point. I'll grab the tomato soup just in case. I know. Who am I? Who am I? What have I done with Hadrian? I promise there's not been a kidnapping. Everything's fine. There's a jerry can. I'll grab that. Everything's fine. Okay. So what I'm going to do now, a couple of things that I'm going to do now. I'm going to head up this direction because I would like to visit the forestry lookout. And I believe it's at the very top of this hill, if I've got my geography correct. So we're going to go up to the top of this slope, kind of hang a left along the ridge, and then get up there around the winding path. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and stop this episode here. But we're going to head up there and see if we can find the hatchet in the beginning of the next episode. And if it's not there, we'll check the camp office, and we'll check the various huts near the camp office. And if it's not there, we'll check trappers. And if it's not at trappers, you know what? We'll just go to Pleasant Valley, because we have no choice. And because that is the sense of humor that this game would have after giving me this good of a start on the Whiteout challenge. But one thing at a time. One loot location at a time. We will see if we can find a hatchet sooner than later. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. If it's not your first time, or even your second, look for the join button to access unique emotes, badges, and other perks. New episodes are coming out every day at 1 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next time.